Alright guys, today I'm going to talk a little bit about building choices and building placements. Um, Myself, I always look for small compact buildings that yield most forage. That may not be your preference, maybe you're looking for goods or coins, but one thing I can tell you is be careful of the buildings you place, make sure you have all the upgrades for them, or if it's an event building, make sure you have all the levels before you place it. Once you place it, you're kind of committed, meaning that if you don't have store buildings in your inventory, you're committed. The only way to get rid of them is to sell them, and some you may get a little bit of coin and supplies back, other things you probably won't get anything. At least if you have a store building, you can put it back into your inventory and sell it in the antique dealer. I'm going to try and talk about three buildings right now. Since Guild Expedition just started, they're usually rewards from that little event. So let's talk about Gate of the Sun God, Face of the Ancient, and the Sacred Skywatch. If we look in my inventory here, let's do the Sacred Skywatch real first. As you can see, I don't have any of those. All of mine are placed, and I have 2 upgrade kits left in stock. If I remember correctly, these buildings only give 1 forge when you first place them, but you can see if it's level 2, you get 2 forge. And normally, if they're not upgraded, your coin is usually about half. So I'd say at level 1, it would be 33,000 coin and 1 forge. Um, so you can see all of mine are leveled up. I just got rid of 4 of these. I had to make room for the Animal Crossing and Eagle Mountain. I did have them, if you look in some of my earlier videos, you probably see them all placed in this area. And like I said, I think I had 7 total. So I didn't have any store buildings, I just sold them outright. I figured, more I play Guild Expedition, I may get them back. But right now I really don't have anywhere to place them because I have more premium buildings placed. But yeah, I did get rid of 4. I got one stuck way over here, just filling a void. I have 3 of those total. Let's take a look at Face of the Ancient. Oops. Alright, Face of the Ancient, you can see I have 17 of them in my inventory. The reason I have not placed them is I don't have any upgrades for them. You can see at level 1, they're only 400 happiness, which my city is so happy, it's partying all the time, I don't need any more happiness. But if you look down here, all of the ones I have are level 2, which provides positive 3% for AA. I think I have 4 of them right here, and if I have any others hidden around, I can't really be certain. I could probably look in Faux Helper and it would tell me where all of them are. But yeah, then again, don't place them unless you have upgrades. The last item is Gate of the Sun God. And if we look back in our inventory, you can see I have 17 of those. Then again, no upgrades, so that's why they're sitting in here. Then again, this one's only 400 happiness, but if they're upgraded, that 400 happiness turns into 1600. But the main thing I look for is that positive 4 defense attack, uh, which is known as AD. Um, then again, I place these, I nestle them in where I can fit them. They don't need roads, so they're good gap fillers, I call them. I have 4 here. Oh yeah, and 4 back here. Um, the other little things I usually like are event rewards, checkmate squares. They yield a good amount of coin, provide 7% AA, carousels, As you can see, those do AA and DA, or I'm sorry, DD, defense, defense, yeah. Um, just little small little buildings that yield, all of those I just mentioned are 4x4s, along with Stages of the Ages. Those are primo buildings in my opinion, because as you can see, they have 4 forge, 15 previous era goods, and they provide 10% AA. To me, building choice and placement are everything, because like I said, if you're like me, we're going to look up store buildings, which I already know what that's going to be. As you can see, I have none. So I had to make sure my placements are good, and that I don't have to sell anything. I don't normally place event buildings unless they're fully upgraded. All of mine are, with the exception of the Fiore Village. I was short 1 level. It should be level 10, and as you can see, I suffer for that because I only get 7 forge out of that building versus 13 for my Celtic farmstead, which is level 10 and yields 13. Um, even Eagle Mountain, it does 10, and Animal Crossing does 10. So if I needed space and had to axe any buildings, as I've done in the past, Fiore Village would probably be on the cutting block. And just to show you buildings that I placed earlier that I had to end up putting back in inventory, and that's where all my store buildings went. Let me flip through here. I know one's the Pirates Harbor. Oh yeah, Golden Crops level 5. I had placed that early in age because I needed the rewards, but I ended up having to put it back in the inventory. Hippodrome, that's another thing I retired because it took up too much space and I wasn't really getting much out of it. I had other things to replace it that I got more. Pirates Hideout would be I think the last one that I did. You can see it was only level 4. Oh, Captain's Anchorage. That all goes with the Pirates Harbor. But you can see just with those, since they're linked buildings, that one particular one took me 4 store buildings to put it back in the inventory. Now if I get the upgrades for it, I may place it. If not, I'll probably end up selling it at the antique dealer. But those are things just to be concerned of. There's other ones that I have. Druid Willow level 1, never fully reached it. Oh yes, and my rewards from the, oh god, what do they call them? Anyway, these I originally had on, I had one from, god, I forget the name of it. Settlements. Those I originally had from Settlements and I had them placed, but I put them back in inventory because they were doing nothing but taking space. I mean, you can see this one here occupied a 4x3. I only got 1 forge point. Shinto Temple 3x4, only got 2 forge point. Royal Bathhouse takes up a 3x4, 2 forge point, and Mogul's Temple. I was doing all of those settlements at the same time. I opted to put those in inventory and do one settlement at a time. Right now I'm working on the Vikings. As you can see, I don't know how to pronounce this, but my Yggdrasil is level 3. It'll soon be level 4. And until I get that one maxed out, I'm not even interested in doing the rest. If I did, it would probably be Mogul's Temple, because Mogul Temple's like a little mini Traz, meaning that it gives you troops every so often. I think it's just 1 troop. But since I got Alcatraz, I really don't need that as much as I once did, so there she lays. Before this video gets too long and I have to trim it like I did my last one, I'm going to go ahead and cut it short. I'll pick up city layout and that in my next video. Thank you.